Welcome to Castanet's 2018 municipal election coverage. My name is Josh Winquist. Castanet reached out to all registered Vernon candidates who are running for either council or mayor and asked them if they'd like to participate in short, unedited videos. The idea behind the videos is to help you, the voter, learn more about the candidates running in the city of Vernon. The views expressed in these videos belong to those of the candidates being interviewed. I'm joined here by Don Jefcoat, who is running for city council. Don, why are you running?
I think Vernon's a great city to live in, and I've been here for about 15 years. And in that time, we've seen some progress, and we've seen some things that I don't feel council is really stepping up to the ball. And so when I ran in another election a couple of springs ago, I decided that Vernon, needed just a different flavor in the council chambers. So we need somebody who's able to think without putting their emotions in, and who's aren't going to be fighting with other council members, and who can comprehend numbers in financial statements and things like that. So with my past experience and skills, I figured that I need to get out there and be at that table and offering that input for people who so that we can see our city move into 2018 and not stuck back in 1998, as I like to think. So,
Come October 20th, if you are elected, what would you hope to achieve?
Over the next 4 years, I'd like to see us get to a point where we're not having to see automatic increases in our taxes. I know every candidate says that, but I think we look at expenditures, and I've seen stuff in the last budget talks where I thought we could be doing that, just making that decision a bit more smarter. That's not to rule out taxes, because obviously we want things like a new pool, and we want better transit and things like that. So I think maybe 1 or 2 more tax increases might be warranted. I know that might scare some people, but fiscal responsibility says before we can go and start cutting back, we need to balance what our expenditures are and our income is. And so we need to get to that point. But at the end of 4 years, I'd like to see us to a point where the only time our income is raising is if we see new development in the town, and not necessarily because we have to do a tax increase. We do it smart and wise. So I also want to see things like transit improved, and previous councils have left that because they don't see ridership, but I see we don't have ridership because we don't have a transit system that reflects the needs for today. We need a bus that goes up to Silver Star. We need a bus that goes to Predator Ridge in 2019, not 2025. So those are things that I'm going to be pushing for, so that we have the amenities that we need today, not 30 years down the road. And I think that we need a council who's not going to be afraid to address those because somebody doesn't ride transit or whatever. I think we need to get to that point and then market that. I think that's another problem that we have with low ridership, is people don't use the bus because they don't know how to use it or how to access it. So we need to be smarter about things like that. So.
Well, you touched on a few topics, but I'll just get you to elaborate. On October 20th, when voters head to the polls, why would they cast a ballot for Don Jefcoat?
Because Don Jefcoat's one that's coming into the mix. I have experience running nonprofits, so I can sit back and look at how we can do things more efficiently and more effectively. And we can create a vision, and so voting for Don is voting for our current and our future.
The municipal election is October 20th. We're speaking with council candidate Don Jefcoat. For Castanet News, I'm Josh Winquist in Vernon.